When gold dropped below $4,500 this spring, down nearly 20% from January's all-time high, the financial headlines started drafting the obituary. But a fund manager who spent his career in this market summed up the moment in one sentence: gold is catching its breath, and the race is not over. And if you're wondering whether the panic or the patience was the right call, the answer says a lot about what you might do with your own savings. So hey, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the people with the most skin in the game are not selling. In fact, some of the biggest buyers on earth never stop buying, not even during the drop. Let's start with how we got here, because the last 18 months in gold have been frankly bananas. The year gold went vertical. In 2025, gold rose 65%. That was its biggest annual gain since 1979. Not since disco was on the radio and my hair still had a future had gold put up a year like that. A few things drove it. The Federal Reserve cut interest rates 3 times during the year, which made it cheaper to hold an asset that doesn't pay interest. The dollar weakened, global tensions kept everyone on edge, and buyers around the world, from central banks to regular folks, kept piling in. Then 2026 opened with fireworks. On January 28th, gold hit an all-time high of roughly $5,595 an ounce. Champagne corks, victory laps, predictions of $7,000 gold by Christmas. And right on cue, the market did what markets always do after a party like that: it got a hangover. Then came the pullback. From that January peak, gold corrected more than 20%, falling to the mid-4,000s. In the spring of 2026, it slipped below $4,500 and tested its 200-day moving average, which is a fancy way of saying it dropped to a level traders watch very closely. The trigger? Renewed inflation worries push markets to start pricing in the possibility of rate hikes. Higher rates make gold less attractive in the short run because gold doesn't pay you interest while you hold it. Now, a 20% drop sounds scary. It's kind of a number that makes you spill your coffee, right? But here's the thing about pullbacks: they only feel like emergencies if you don't know what came before them. A 20% dip after a 65% run is kind of like your teenager sleeping until noon after running a marathon. Concerning if you don't know about the marathon. Completely normal if you do. And here's where it gets really interesting, because the man who watches this market for a living looked at the exact same chart everyone's panicking over and saw something completely different. Before we get to what he saw, a quick resource worth knowing about. Goldco has put together a free gold and silver kit that walks you through how gold behaves during pullbacks just like this one, how gold IRAs work, and what your options are with retirement accounts you already have. It's free, no obligation, plain English. So hey, click the link below or call the number on your screen. All right, back to the man with the chart. What a veteran fund manager actually said. Tom Winmill manages the Midas Discovery Fund, and right in the middle of the pullback, with prices testing those lows, he told Kitco News something you almost never hear from a money manager during a sell-off. He didn't see much that could hurt gold long-term at those prices, and he thought the pause could be a second wind for the metal. His reasoning comes down to 2 big forces. First, the dollar. Winmill pointed to the slow erosion of confidence in the US dollar as the world's dominant reserve currency, a trend he believes could stay in place for a long time. And the numbers back him up. According to IMF data, the dollar's share of global foreign exchange reserves has fallen from about 71% in 1999 to roughly 57% by late 2025. That's not a crash, it's more like a slow leak in a tire. You can drive on it for a while, but the world's central bankers have noticed and they're quietly shopping for a spare. Second, interest rates. While the market was busy fretting about rate hikes, Winmill expected the next big move to be lower real rates, meaning rates after you subtract inflation. And when real rates fall, hard assets like gold look a lot better because you're giving up less by holding them. In other words, the very thing that spooked the market, in his view, was temporary. The forces pushing gold higher are structural. But don't take one fund manager's word for it. Let me show you what the biggest, most patient buyers on the planet did while everyone else was hitting the sell button. The buyers who never blinked, central banks. The institutions that manage entire nation savings. In 2025, central banks bought a net 863 tons of gold. That was down from the record-shattering pace of recent years, but still far above the 473-ton annual average they kept from 2010 to 2021. Poland was the single biggest buyer of the year. Then came the 2026 correction. The headlines turned ugly, prices fell, so central banks panicked and sold, right? No. In the first quarter of 2026, right through the worst of the pullback, central banks bought a net 244 tons. That exceeded the previous quarter and beat their own 5-year average. Think about that. These are the most conservative, most informed buyers in the world. They have armies of economists, access to data you and I will never see, and zero interest in get-rich-quick schemes. And when the price dropped, they didn't head for the exits, they headed for the checkout line. Remember, these are the same institutions slowly trimming their reliance on the dollar. They're not buying gold because it's trendy. They're buying it because when you're responsible for a nation's savings, hey, you don't bet everything on one currency, one government, or one good year. You diversify. Quietly, steadily, and especially when prices dip. It's kind of like watching the most careful shopper you know, the one who reads every label, saves every receipt, suddenly filling their cart during a sale. They're not confused about what's happening, they're taking advantage of it. That's reason enough to pay attention. But hey, there's one more piece of this, and it's the part that connects directly to you. What this means for regular people. Here's the honest truth. Nobody can tell you where gold will be next month. Not me, not Winmill, not the talking heads on TV. Short-term prices bounce around for 100 different reasons. But the long-term picture Winmill describes, with persistent inflation pressure, a slowly weakening dollar, geopolitical uncertainty, and relentless central bank demand, is exactly the environment gold was built for. None of those forces disappeared when the price dipped. If anything, the pullback just put the same asset on sale. And if the world's central banks believe gold belongs in their reserves as protection against an uncertain future, well, it's worth asking a simple question. Does it belong in yours? For a lot of Americans, the most practical way to answer that question is a gold IRA. It lets you hold physical gold and silver inside a retirement account, and existing 401k, 403b, TSP, and IRA funds can typically be rolled over tax-free through a direct custodian-to-custodian transfer. No early withdrawal penalty, no tax hit. Your retirement savings just gain a layer of potential protection that does not depend on the dollar holding its value or the stock market holding its nerve. That's where Goldco comes in. Their precious metal specialists walk you through the entire process in plain English, from the first phone call to the metals arriving at the depository. And they'll tell you honestly whether it even makes sense for your situation. No jargon, no pressure, and nobody sleeping through the marathon. The race is not over yet. Winmill put it best, We'll catch our breath and then start running again. Every great run has pauses. The people who win aren't the ones who panic at the water station. They're the ones who understand why they started running in the first place. Thousands of Americans have already trusted Goldco to help protect their retirement savings, and Goldco has placed over $3 billion in precious metals on behalf of its customers. Right now, for those who qualify, Goldco is offering an instant match of up to 10% in bonus silver or gold on qualifying orders. It starts with a free gold and silver kit, no obligation, no pressure. So hey, click the link below or call the number on your screen, because whenever the next leg of the race begins, you're going to want to already be in your shoes.